Hi guys,
guys.
and welcome to my YouTube channel. In today's video, I'm joined with an amazing person.
Stella.
So we're going to be seeing Understanding Soccer in Europe, 4 simple steps, a guide for Americans, guys. Actually, I don't understand soccer, but she on the other hand, like she literally know nothing. She
I
only
only know Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo.
I really do run to a post and to the next post.
Yeah.
That's all. So this video is like for her, and if you're new to this channel, this is Sparkles TV, please give this video a big thumbs up. Hit the bell icon to get notified anytime I post a new video, guys. And please do as well to subscribe to this channel. Let's get right into this video, guys.
Welcome to Understanding Soccer in Europe in 4 Simple Steps, a guide for Americans. Although from the outside it may seem complex and confusing, to understand how soccer works in Europe, you really only need to know 4 things. Number 1, each country has its own soccer league. Seasons run from August to May, in which each team plays every other team twice, once at home and once on the road. Games are divided into 2 45-minute halves, and when the game is over, the winner is awarded 3 points, the loser 0, and in the event of a tie, each team gets 1 point. After each team has played all the other teams twice, the team with the most points is crowned champion of the league. They get a big trophy, a parade, and the season is over. There are no playoffs. Sort of. But more on that in a minute. Before the books are closed on the season, there is still one small bit of housekeeping to be done. Number 2, relegation. We'll use the German league as an example. Every year, when the German league has concluded and the champion has been crowned, the 3 teams with the least amount of points are kicked out of the league. This process is known as relegation. The 3 vacant spots are subsequently filled by the top 3 teams from Germany's second division. And unlike
not like that. Yeah, like each league, you understand, like that is a competitive sport, guys. Like you have to like fight for your top spot. So the ranking, like
I get the rank, but when you say kick off, I was thinking it really does Sisu.
Yeah.
No.
No. They keep resisting.
Baseball in the US, teams in the second and subsequent divisions are not owned by teams in the top division. Imagine if the Pittsburgh Pirates or Oakland Raiders had to fight at the end of each season just to stay in the league. What if instead of coasting to the bottom for better draft picks, they were fighting to the bitter end to avoid the $40 million revenue loss that relegated teams suffer in the first year alone? Not to mention the fact that in England, 9 different teams have gone financially insolvent within 5 years of relegation. Okay, interesting enough, you're thinking. But what about that whole lack of playoffs part? Number 3. Each country also holds an elimination-style tournament, referred to as a cup. But instead of being held after the 9-month league is over, cup games are scheduled in between league games, normally in the middle of the week. One additional perk about the cup system is that teams from all levels, down to semi-professional and even some amateur teams, are invited to play. And if they do well, can progress.
Like, you understand this division part, right? Like, the way you play, like, there's class where you win, like, division 1, division 2. The higher you go, the better the division gets.
Yeah,
class even knock off a top team. So every year, these midweek elimination games continue until there are only 2 teams left who play each other in the cup final. After 90 minutes, a cup champion is crowned, they get a trophy, and a parade. So, between the league and cup games, we get a great picture of who the best and worst teams in each country are. But wait a second, you ask. What would happen if the best teams from each country in Europe all got together and played each other? Good idea. Number 4. The resulting competition is called the UEFA Champions League, and it is without a doubt the single greatest club competition of any sport anywhere in the world,
guys,
period.
I think there's no sport as competitive as soccer. Like,
soccer.
It's so competitive. Like, watching the alone, the pressure, like...
I think all sports are like that.
But like soccer is...
tennis. I feel like it's the fans. Like, the fans are made it
soccer
cool,
is,
so...
Soccer is a whole different level, because when you lose, you're going out, like, you didn't hear that part. Some other sports don't do like that.
Okay.
Like, soccer is a whole different level.
Think of the NCAA tournament, but with better quality of play, more than double the fan base, and quadruple the enthusiasm. And yes, Europe even has their own version of the NIT as well.
Wow.
So, through a complex and drawn-out process, teams from all over Europe compete just to qualify for the tournament. And starting each September, the top 32 teams are put into 8 groups of 4. Each team plays the other members of its group 2 times, once at home and once on the road. Come December, the winner and runner-up from each group move on to the knockout round. And this is where club soccer is at its finest. Teams are paired up individually and again play 1 home and 1 away game, with the winner from each pair moving on to the next round until only 2 teams remain. The Champions League final is then held as a single game each year in May. And unless it's a World Cup year, this is the most important soccer game of the year. After 90 minutes, a champion is crowned, the trophy is awarded, parades commence, and all clubs go on break until the madness fires back up again in August. So, to review. Number 1, each country has its own league. Number 2, the worst teams are kicked out of the league and replaced by the best teams from the next division down. Number 3, throughout the year, each country also holds a playoff-type tournament called a cup. And number 4, the UEFA Champions League is a tournament involving all of Europe and is the most important competition in all of club soccer.
Yeah.
Actually, I think my best style of football is the World Cup. Actually,
Yeah.
I feel World Cup hits different because each country to his own player.
So like, how did they choose? How did they choose? Okay, each country.
Yeah.
Okay.
World Cup. No.
What? Wait. Do you mean all the country? Or I think probably in this UEFA. The Europe will play the best country there from. I think
no, UEFA is for within Europe country. I'm saying World Cup. It did talk about
all the country in the world play for World Cup.
Yes, now. I feel World Cup, the pressure in World Cup. It did talk about World Cup actually. But World Cup does hit so different, guys. Watching World Cup, the feeling is different. Actually, my country, have you won the World Cup before?
Oh, I think yes.
Yeah, but the feeling of winning World Cup is just different. I don't know, other sports are competitive and fun, but watching soccer World Cup, nothing beats that experience, guys. Nothing beats that. The way your heart just be pumping, poof, poof. So that experience is just something else.
Even the recent AFCON, people died due to pressure and
all that stuff, high potential. We lost too many stars in our country, and someone influential again. Just imagine how it is. For someone to die in the sport, just imagine the pressure you go through.
The pressure they subject themselves to go through.
Guys, this video was straight to the point, very understandable.
Yeah.
You understand what
I get.
Yeah, so if no one that bump to this video is going to get the full picture of what soccer is all about, guys. Thank you guys for watching this video with us this time. Really appreciate you guys. I will drop the link to our channel down in the description box down below, guys. If you're new here, please give this video a big thumbs up. Hit the bell icon to get notified anytime we post a new video, guys. And do as well to subscribe to the channel. Have a blessed day. I hope to see you guys at my next video, guys.